default stream start. Okay, real quick, I just searched Pong on the AUR just out of curiosity, and I just found out that just like how there's an Annie-Cly, there's also a fucking SpongeBob-Cly. There's a SpongeBob-Cly. This has nothing to do with today's stream. I just thought there's a SpongeBob-Cly. Wow. What a world we live in. Ooh, Pack-a-Pong. You know what? I'm gonna have to look at that AUR list later. Okay, what are we doing today? Well, no one seems to be in the chat right now, so I'm just gonna... You know what? I am actually tempted to... Since no one's in the chat right now, I'm actually tempted to play with this. Yay. Pong. I want to see what that Pack-a-Pong is. A SpongeBob client. Yeah, SpongeBob client. If you're not a Linux user, then you probably don't know what AnyCly is, but AnyCly is an anime streaming tool, but it runs in the terminal. If you don't know what the terminal is, it's the PowerShell thing. The PowerShell thing. You know the PowerShell thing. So you watch anime in the terminal. This is the terminal, by the way. That's a terminal. So you're watching in the terminal. Hi, Ash. But now I just come to find out that if I search Pong in my package, in my Arch repository client, there's a SpongeBob-Cly. Just like AnyCly, there's a SpongeBob-Cly. So you can watch classic SpongeBob from the terminal. What the fuck? I just searched Pong. That's all I do. I searched Pong because I was bored while waiting for the stream to start. And I was wondering, I wonder what kind of Pongs are available for Linux. And then I find out that there's a SpongeBob-Cly. God, the AUR is too specific on its spelling. Okay, well, there's people here. Hello, everybody. Hi, Ash. I printed an Omnitrix. I printed most of an Omnitrix. I want to show off the... the G-code that I sliced up. It's just going to open in a bunch of G-code windows. No, it's just going to open in one G-code window. Okay. This is the part that I screwed up because this corner of my bed, for some reason, does not have the best adhesion. I don't know why. It just doesn't. So, so I just had to kind of... You can watch SpongeBob on a command prompt. Guys, we're talking about the Omnitrix now. If only there was a Ben 10 Cly. Yay, Ben 10. Yay, Ben 10. There's no Ben 10 Cly. I am so disappointed. I wonder... Okay, if there's a SpongeBob Cly, then there has to be... Yay... Yay, Simpsons. There's gotta be a Simpsons Cly. No. Oh, look, Simpsons didn't run. No, there's no Simpsons Cly. For a moment, I would have thought that the two longest running animated shows on television would have their own Clys. Anyway, what was I even talking about? This is where, this part I screwed up because this corner of my bed is fucked. So this corner is like lifted up on the real part. I can't show it because I don't have the hand cam today. I didn't set it up. Sorry. Too bad. Cope. But I actually printed it from not that one. This setup. So I actually I collected all the green parts and I put it on a green file. You'll see that green stuff is support material, so that... Let me move the camera! That green stuff is organic support, so I just ripped that off, and then I have to file where that stuff was, so that's how I do it. But I printed the thing face down, so the face will be smooth, and then I don't have to deal with this big hole in it that needs to be supported. So that's how 3D printing works. The only thing I didn't print was this, which I just opened in the wrong program, but it doesn't make a difference. Which is the wrist strap. Let me slice it, because I need a lot of support material for it, and I don't have a lot of TPU left, because I spent it all on. I'm not gonna say what I used it on because it's kind of personal, but I used a lot of my TPU, so I need to go back on. I don't even think they have it on Amazon anymore, so I guess I have to buy it from Temu, God forbid. At least it's cheap there, but it takes forever to get here. Alright, anyway, today I wanted to do a few things. I wanted to record another future tutorial video, and so Ash can learn a little something about cheating the freaking automatic rigging tools that are included in Blender. But first, I actually want to finish a model that I have not finished in a while, and I opened the wrong file already. So this is we're off to a great start. You can already see naked booby. Stop looking at the naked booby. I'm closing this window. This is my character Basil. She's a snake woman. But I have a problem. So she is set up with inverse kinematics on her armature. If you don't know what inverse kinematics is, essentially it's you can bend the arms by moving only one bone, which makes it so much easier to animate. But the problem is, on her model, there's no pull target. If you don't know what a pull target is, essentially it's a bone that points in a direction that tells the inverse kinematics in what direction the elbow bends. And in this case, actually, I can demonstrate it here. See, the base of her snake leg thing does have inverse kinematics. You can tell because this bone is yellow. And then you can see this is a pull target, so it's pointing towards the direction of the bending joint. So if that wasn't there, it would probably be doing it at random. So what I have to do is do the same thing, but for the arms. But I'll demonstrate why it's a pain in the ass sometimes. So if I Alt-G that, and now I go to edit mode, and edit mode does not have mirror mode on, and I don't know where the mirror option is. So I'm going to go to modeling and enable it there. So I'm going to extrude two bones in this direction. And I'm gonna just unparent them from everything. Just for now. Unparent. I'm gonna move them back. So this is gonna point in the direction that you want your bones to bend. I would recommend, if you make models for animating in Blender, and I know Ash, you want to do that, I would highly recommend modifying whatever VRM armatures to have inverse kinematics, because it is such a godsend. So under here, you'll see that there's a option called bone constraints, and if you add a bone constraint, there is going to be one called inverse kinematics, and it'll look like a little robot arm. You'll see I already have one. Select the armature, select the bone that you want to be the pull target, or not the pull target, the IK target, which seems to be mislabeled, so I'm going to label it correctly. Hand.R to IK, and actually, what I usually label it as wrist. Wrist.R.IK and wrist.R.IK, or wrist.L.IK. I usually label them as wrist because if I ever need to like try and convert this for a game engine and it has like pre-specified bone names, I can just say, oh, well, this isn't even related, so just ignore it, because it's not arm, it's not hand, it's wrist. Anyway, you also see that there's a a pull target option. So I'm going to select this, and I'm going to label this similar to wrist. I'm going to call it elbow.r.pt for pull target, and elbow.l.pt for pull target. So I'll go ahead and I do not know what those TPTs ones are. What is that? TPT? Is that? Oh, tail pull target. What the hell? I don't remember making a tail pull target. In fact, I don't even see tail pull. Oh, you know what? They're probably under a hidden layer that I don't give a care enough about to actually take a look at. So we will go ahead and just copy the name of the bone, and then we can just paste it into the pull target selector. And now, if I try and bend the elbow this time, oh, actually that worked pretty well. It's not perfect though, because it's still bending a little bit lower than it should. But if I move the pull target bone, it will move the elbow pointing position. So I can change the pull target angle, I believe, by... I think I can also change it on the bone roll. So let me see. Because the roll is 0.02 degrees off. So if I do that now, what happens? Yeah, it still does that. All right, well, we can fix that. Let's get this out of here. There's an angle. So if I bend the elbow, and then I adjust the pull target angle, that should give me that. So now there's a bit of a problem here though, because now the hand is angled incorrectly. So what can I do about that? Well, usually I have the cats add-on enabled, and this may not work because I actually had to fix the cats add-on to get this to work. But first let me clear all the shape keys to make sure that they're not going to interfere with the cats add-on. If you don't know what the cats add-on is, it's essentially... Well, Ash, I think, explained it better, so you can explain it, Ash, but I can't remember how it's explained. Anywho, I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to copy this and paste it there. And now it's kind of getting kind of jank. In fact, it's very jank. Ugh, and painful looking. It's okay, she's a snake. She can't feel anything. Just rotate it so that it is in line with how it needs to be. And there we go. Then what I can do is apply the armature pose. So I'll go to the pose mode, and then I'll apply this as rest pose. And this should fix any issues, but will also, like, screw things up. So basically an extension to make porting and converting models in VRChat easier. Yeah, pretty much. I wish it was, you know, still working, but currently in the current version of Blender, it does not work well, so yeah. As you can see, the hands did not rotate back to where they should be, so I can fix that by selecting them and just rotating the bones first, then the other parts. I'm gonna try and get them to not move so much, but they're probably gonna have to move just a little bit. Hello, Sega. We're learning more Blender today. I don't know if I should be recording this. I didn't really want to record this part because this is kind of a very specific thing about pull targets. If I was going to do a video on inverse kinematics, I would want to do like a full video on inverse kinematics. But this is kind of just quick tips for Ash, I guess. Hope this is helpful in some way. If you ever find yourself trying to figure out what the fuck inverse kinematics are and why you would want to use them, this is the reason, because it makes animating and posing so much easier. You will thank me. And you will thank inverse kinematics. You will thank Pythagoras for the concept of inverse kinematics. Something isn't right here. Something isn't right here. Her elbows are rotated incorrectly. And that is not right. That's weird. Hold on, let me make sure that this is working correctly. So it's more or less working correctly, but I'm not satisfied. So I think it would be better to lower these. I want to rotate the elbow joint on the mesh. The reason being is because I have the mesh topology perfectly set so that the elbow bends perfectly. You'll see that I have this patch here, sort of like a patch on a college style jacket. I don't know how it got like this though. I may have to actually rip it apart and put it back together, but I don't want to do that. So let's see if we can get around that. Just popped in because I was really pissed off of what happened. Just need to cool off. Sonic and All-Star Racing transformed wise. You want to know something funny? So one of my cousins, didn't know what Sonic the Hedgehog was for a while. He thought Sonic the Hedgehog was literally just a racing game. So, he was playing the frickin' mobile game of Sonic Racing or whatever the hell it's called, with the cars, not like racing on foot, with the cars. I'm like, dude, that ain't Sonic. I mean, that's Sonic, but there's more to Sonic than racing cars. Let me take a look here. Yeah, this is not going well. This is the other reason why I didn't want to make this a tutorial video, because I am not proficient at fixing inverse kinematics. That's a spin-off. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so he didn't know that it was a spin-off. I'm going to, you know what, I'm going to reload the file because this did not work well. Revert, Basil, don't save. So yeah, apparently to that cousin, Sonic is a car racing game for mobile, because he's an idiot. I can't blame him though. He is Canadian after all. All right, let's try that again. Clear parents, move them back. Pose mode. Bone constraint. I need to rename everything again. So, a wrist. Wrist L. Elbow L.pt. And .r.pt. You can name these anything you want if you're following along. I really doubt that you are, but in a perfect world. There. Okay. Now let's see. Let's actually try applying. Let's see. What what's happening to the joints now? They're still like at 90 degrees, and I don't understand how they're doing that. And I did the wrong thing, and I isolated the jacket and selected the body instead of hiding the jacket and isolating the body. Okay, this doesn't look right to me because... Am I on the basis? I'm not on the basis. That is weird. Why is tongue down making that happen? Okay. Well, I think we can fix this. But I think it would be actually easier to do an apply pose from base Blender instead of the cat's add-on. And now you know why I didn't make this a tutorial, or why I'm not recording this for a tutorial. Okay, we can do that, and move it down. Hopefully it'll... What the hell happened? What? Okay. Why is that happening? I have never seen that happen before. I'm just trying to rotate this, and it's like distorting itself. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out of object mode, disable this. Actually, wait a minute. If I apply the armature, if I apply the armature pose, it will actually revert that. So hold on, let me just do that. RGS, and let me clear blend shapes again. And pose, apply as rest pose. There we go. Now all I need to do is edit the hand positions. And now we're solid. Right now I am currently listening to Calliope Mori. Ooh, lo-fi. I know someone who doesn't know what lo-fi is, which must be a very sad existence. Imagine not being able to study. Oops, I forgot to select... I missed selecting this digit. Okay. Rotate. And position. And we're going to want to have this be perfectly placed over the... I'm too lazy to do the method I usually do of moving the cursor and then moving this to the cursor and blah blah blah. So I just do the bare minimum. No one's gonna notice. Basil can notice that her arms are bending weird. Alright. Put her jacket back on and let's see how that looks now. So if I bend her arm, absolute and utter pain. Still pain. Oh, I hate inverse kinematics. I hate rigging it. Okay, that's perfect. Why is that perfect, but this one isn't? Alright, well. When all else fails, try again. We apply pose again. Apply as rest pose. Now it's working still, but now I have to rotate the bones again. I wonder if, you know, most VTubers have to do this to their bodies often. I'd hope not. You think Mori Calliope adjusts her inverse kinematics every so often? I do. That's sarcasm, by the way. I don't actually They probably have people hired to do that for them. Lucky them. Oh, what I wouldn't give to be the kind of person to work on Calliope's tits. There we go. Perfectly bending now, kind of, I think. So now I can do easy poses. Now what I want to do is parent this pull target to this bone. I want to move these back too, so I'm going to move them out here, and I also want to make them small so that they don't distract me. There. I want to make sure that these don't change. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to parent this bone, the pull target, to the what's it called? That thing. The IK controller. Do the same for both of them. And now I go to pose mode. I can control the angle of the elbow bend with just that one controller. I can rotate it so that it points up, points down, and so points in and points out. That's a little less understanding for pointing in and pointing out, but let's say I have the elbow like this. I'm gonna want to turn the bones so that the controller is pointing out, so that it's cardinally this way rather than this way. And what I usually do, or what I would do if this was like a premium model, is I would go into bones. Actually, first I would append my very special rigging tools for rig icons all. Let's put it in there. And this is one of those collection objects, which doesn't make much sense, so I'm just going to put it under Basil. And then now I have one of these collection objects, and every time I import it into another file, it's going to make a mess, but we don't care about that. We're going to go to the bone options in this tab area. We're going to go to Viewport Display, Custom Object, ARM IK Controller. And now I can, what I like to do is I have this arrow thing pointing at the pull target. So I'll go ahead and rotate along the x-axis, -90. Yes. And along the z-axis 180. Yes. And now it's pointing in the direction of the pull target. So now I can essentially from this alone see where the pull target will be. And I do that on both sides. So ARM IK controller, -90, and there we go. Now I can also label the pull targets to be arrows as well, but I would probably just hide the pull targets, but I'll do it anyway. So this is a right pull target, so I'll do that and change the Y to 180. No, that's not right. The Z to 180, right? That way it's pointing back. Same with you. Pull target L. And 180 back. And there you go. Now you can easily control these. The other thing I would do is probably just set this in its own collection, but I'm not going to do that. And I would have an ARM control? Yes, ARM control. And this will go 90 in some direction. No, not that one. This one. Close but no dice. -90. And then I'll scale it so that it fits the arm length. That's not right. What? There we go. And then I'll just scale it down so it's about the width of the arm. The reason why I have this as a control is because you can also adjust the rotation of the arm like that. Not really much use, or I don't usually use that a lot, so I like to do the same for this because it makes it easier to see when you're actually like posing. Calliope. There we go. And then we can just copy all that to the other one. You can actually copy and paste every number into the other entry. So if you just hover the mouse over these entries, you can copy, select the bone, and then paste it, and then there you go. Really nifty. You don't even need to like click into it to select it. You just hover your mouse over, Control C, and Control P, or in my case, Super C and or Control C because I'm used to Mac OS and the you know, what am I doing? Am I doing this right? Wait, what did I just do? I didn't copy this. So that, maybe 90. That size, and there we go. It just makes it easier to work on and pose a model. Basil deserves this. You know, she was the first model I ever made. Like, actually went in, learned how to make models that weren't shit. She was my first decent model. Okay, so now I'm going to do chest. No. Spine? Spine control, yeah. This is an oval. So I'll, this is always something that nobody ever seems to know how to do. Is, dig into the, custom bone shapes. I actually didn't know about it until, like, years later after kind of pretty much learning Blender. This one doesn't even matter. So I'm glad I learned it. And I'm gonna translate it up. And I'm actually gonna make it 90. And I'm gonna translate it up, and I'm gonna translate it forward. She doesn't have any rigging for her breast area, but she's got small ones, so it don't matter. Now I can do the same for the waist. And just copy all the settings for this one. But this one's kind of smaller, so I may actually scale it back out. There we go. Might scale this one out too a little bit, just so it covers the area. And then this one is the hips, which actually controls her hips. So I'm gonna custom object. I think it's called saddle. No, not this one. Saddle control 2. I don't know why, but they're always rotated in the wrong direction. I don't know if that's just me and how I made the files or what, but it's kind of annoying. Right, that should do that. Now, as for legs, do I have a leg? I didn't not have a leg, so I'll just use an arm IK. Because they're more or less applicable. I'll just do the same. Oops. 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 There we go. Perfect. I'm not going to do it all the way since the tail is technically still unfinished. I can put a... This is supposed to be a foot controller. Ha! I'm at that phase right now. What? Putting in... working on the legs? Oh yeah, that's right. I saw your thing. What am I saying? I know that. I knew that. I have a left and a right foot. I was really proud of it because it looks like the Gnome project logo. Or not... No. Yeah, Gnome. Right? Am I wrong? I don't know. I don't care. 180 and 90. But I do want to show you how to do some actual, like, permanent rigging. And I'll show that in a second. So let me... I don't really think it matters where this is. I'm going to translate this in an axis that will actually let me translate it. No. There we go. Yeah, Gnome logo. Lol, I was lagging behind. Oh. I apologize. I had some drop frames at the beginning of the stream. I don't know why, but the internet's acting weird, and I think it's because the internet provider wants their money. So they're trying to put a scare on us. Sons of bitches. Alright, that's pretty good for now. I like how that looks. At least now I can see what the hell I'm doing. Oh, the other thing I want to do... Hold on. I don't even have the head visible. But I want to make the head a head control object so that it looks decent. I should sell these logo objects, these rig tools, rig controllers. And I may actually do that. Let me ask you, if I sold like 3D prints on my Buy Me a Coffee, would anyone buy them? There we go. Nope, god damn you. There we go. So now I can rotate her head and not have a bunch of crap in the way. I can do the same with this. I just want to make it another arm. Actually, let's make it a bone. I have bone generic, which actually looks like a bone. Get up. I really like how that looks. I'll just put it there. And I'll adjust the size just slightly to be at the joint. We'll just do the same here. I don't really care how it looks. I just want it out of the way. Okay. Oh. I selected the wrong thing to copy. There we go. They're all kind of just applicable into each other. Bone. I should probably use the bone rotate instead. Let me change these to the bone rotate. They're all the same size, so they should just convert into each other. No, I guess I was wrong. They don't convert into each other. You know what's funny? I can't go to any gas station without thinking of Breaking Bad anymore. That's just a random thought I had while doing this. It happens a lot, trust me. There we go. Literal bones. Literal bones. Maybe I should do one more for the or maybe three more for the shoulder and stuff. We'll bring in another spine controller. -90. Position it how I want. I wish it was easier to position this shit. Like there was an actual position tool. Maybe there is and I'm just stupid. And this doesn't need to be as wide. Sea-Dog once said, head rotation. I don't know what that means. I've never rotated my head. Wait. Head rotated. Technically, you rotate your neck, though. He's not wrong. There. You're supposed to do this. And then the head. So there's a fall off. I could probably automate that with bone constraints, but you wouldn't catch me dead doing that. Then I'm going to do the shoulders. Actually, it's called saddle. Because they're saddle shaped. Just like the pelvis. And I want to rotate them so they are level with the shoulders. And there we go. And yes, he actually said that about VTuber models too. His VTuber model video. I don't know who Sea-Dog is, I'll be honest. He sounds familiar. I feel like I have seen like some sort of video from him. Have I though? I can't remember. I swear to God, I remember that name. Maybe I have seen one of his videos, but just kind of forgot it. Okay, that looks good. So now there's shoulder movement. And I don't have a bone for jaw. Oh, but I do have eyes. Let me see eyes. I call it eye sonic because it is the eyes for all my characters are just one big eyeball bridged by a nose. So I usually just call it sonic. No. This way? No. This way. There we go. Oh, but it's the wrong way. -90, and then it's like that, but then we want it to be forward with the eyes. There we go. So now it's pretty much on par with the other one, with the actual pupil. And now I'm going to do the right side. -90. And the same thing. I'm going to just get it so this is flat. Just a slight tilt. And there we go. Now I can grab the eyes and rotate them anyway. The trash taste, Iron Mouth? Iron Mouse? Okay, that's starting to sound familiar now. I think. What is this? Oh, what do I have a spring bone there? Interesting. I don't know what that is. Anyway, I'm going to go on a quick BRB. And we'll finish the one thing I wanted to do on this. The one last thing I want to do on this model before I'd say it's good enough. So, BRB. Nice timing, Jim.
Quantum Quintet ARCADIUM is brought to you by Lassie Broadcast System, Zillitrope Graphics, the following messages and coffee funding from viewers like you. Thank you.
Quantum Quintet ARCADIUM will return after these messages.
Advanced operating environment is worth. Wait just 1 minute before you answer. Watch as Windows integrates Lotus 123 with Miami Vice. Now we can take this Ferrari and paste it right into Windows Right. Now how much do you think Microsoft Windows is worth? Don't answer. Wait until you see Windows Right and Windows Paint, and then listen to what else you get at no extra charge. The MS-DOS Executive, an appointment calendar, a card file, a notepad, a clock, a control panel, a terminal, a print spooler, RAM driver, and can you believe it? Reversi! That's right! All these features in Reversi, all for just, how much did you guess? 500? 1,000? Even more? No, it's just $99! That's right! It's $99! It's an incredible value, but it's true! It's Windows from Microsoft! Order today! P.O. Box 286 DOS, except in Nebraska!
It's a new thing, it's a fun thing, it's a swing wing.
It's a what?
It's a swing wing, it's a wing wing, a brand new transparent fun thing.
It's a what?
It's a swing wing, a fun thing. And now it's your favorite store thing.
It's a what?
It's a swing wing, a fun thing, and everybody's gotta have one thing. It's a swing wing, a wing thing, a brand new transparent fun thing. It's a swing wing, a new thing. It's a swing wing.
Get Swing Wing, made by Transagram, where the fun comes from. It's a Swing Wing.
It's a what?
Is talking on the phone getting out of hand? Look out! You need phone relief. The ultimate in hands-free phone design. Watch. Simply attach the special double back fastener to any phone. Then attach the phone relief headset. It's that easy. Hands-free, pain-free. You'll wonder how you ever lived without it. It's perfect for remotes. Now talk hands-free anywhere, anytime. Office work is a pain for Mr. Phone in the Neck, but you won't miss a beat with hands-free freedom. A must for the entire office. Work goes quicker and easier. The padded headset removes this easily and is fully adjustable. Best of all, Phone Relief works with your favorite phone, an amazing breakthrough product you'll use every day. Now only $12.95. Call toll-free to order by credit card and make this your last Phone in the Neck call.
Call now 1-800-862-1000. Our operators are giving tremendous discounts on additional units. That's 1-800-862-1000. Or send check or money order to the address on your screen. Sorry, no CODs. Credit card users call now 1-800-862-1000.
Your weekly forecast for Soul 3.
Consider supporting our station. Donations are open in the link in the description.
Can't hide bottles in your desk? Too hard to drink openly in the office? Stop. You need the Goon Suit. The Goon Suit looks like any other suit, but carries litres of cask wine seamlessly in the lining. Pour booze in through a special valve. And a mouthpiece disguised as a pen lets you drink with impunity. Deep in thought in that meeting or kicking goals in that job interview. They'll never know you're really drinking Goon. No more awkward bottles. Call now and get the free Goon Suit phone attachment. It looks like you're taking a call, but you're really drinking Goon. And for a limited time only, You'll also receive the Goon Suit coffee cup. It looks like a regular coffee cup, but you put booze in it. Call now.
Did you try breakout with a moving wall? Did you try breakout with an extra ball? It's what fun's all about. It's Super Breakout. It's a brand new game from Atari. Have you played Atari today?
If you liked Breakout, you'll love Super Breakout. It's got more color, more sound, and more action. And naturally, it's from Atari.
Have you played Atari today?
Star Trek, the game. A game so challenging, you need this combat control panel to play it. Launch photons, fire your phasers, engage warp speed, blast Klingons and alien saucers on your way to the ultimate enemy, Nomad. Is it the most challenging game in the galaxy?
It's inhuman.
Star Trek from Sega.
Announcing the most thoroughly tested of the 5 best-selling solid-state color TVs. Magnavox Videomatic. Extra tested for extra reliability. Every Magnavox Videomatic goes through 24 hours of precision in-use testing. You'd think the others would spend this much time inspecting their sets. But of the 5 leading makers of solid-state color TVs, Magnavox is the only one that does. What a difference watching a Magnavox. And what a difference buying a Magnavox. Like these Videomatic color consoles with 25-inch diagonal screen, 1-button tuning, solid state, and solid value. Your choice, $599.95. All extra tested for extra reliability. And with any Magnavox TV, 17 inches or larger, you save $50 on Odyssey. Just $49.95. At your Magnavox dealer now.
They sure work hard, don't they, honey?
Yeah? I hate to see them work so hard.
Yeah, me too. Let's go around back where we can't see them.
Gee, we ought to do something, Fred.
Okay. How's about taking a nap?
I got a better idea. Let's take a Winston break.
That's it. Winston is the one filter cigarette that delivers flavor 20 times a pack. Winston's got that filter blend.
Yeah, Fred. Filter blend makes the big taste difference, and only Winston has it up front where it counts. Here, ahead of the pure white filter. Winston packs rich tobacco, specially selected and specially processed for good flavor in filter smoking.
Yeah, Barney, Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
The Flintstones has been brought to you by Winston, America's best-selling, best-tasting filter cigarette.
Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
The name of the film is Shrek.
Shrek? It's about an ogre who really wants to be a knight. So it's kind of an ogre knight success story.
It just blew my mind when I saw it. Mike Myers.
We'll tackle this thing together, one little baby step at a time.
Eddie Murphy.
I am back. I have returned. Hey, look, it's Shrippy. Shrippy. I didn't forget how to pronounce your name. I just forgot my mind. Alright, well, we just finished this. I had fixed this, one of the oldest models that I have. So now I can, brushing my teeth right now. Well, you don't want to miss this. I forgot what I was going to do for this model, so I guess we'll just move on to the next thing. Alright, Ash. Get your notebook out. This is where you're going to want to learn how to rig a model pretty much instantly. And, Shrippy, you can judge my lack of fundamentals. But, yeah. Anywho, let me make sure. Is this arm is too long, isn't it? Damn you. This arm is way too long. Hold on. Let's go into mirror mode. Okay, you're already mirroring. Move this to... Okay, if I move this, will it move the other? No, it won't. Okay, let's mesh, snap to symmetry. There we go. There we go. Okay, we're going to move this to the closest grid line. And we're going to move this to the closest grid line. Maybe a little beyond that center of the two parts. And then maybe move this a little further from the grid line. Halfway between the two grid lines. You're not fooling anyone. Why are you dressing up like a nostalgia critic? How dare you! I pull off the news cap better than Nostalgia Critic could ever. Besides, it's better than the top hat like I used to wear. Right? Some people thought the top hat was boring. They're probably right. Oh god, I just realized I am like the fucking Nostalgia Critic. Oh man, I thought I was unique. Oh well. What are you working on? I'm teaching Ash how to rig a model, but I forgot to resize the arms, so hold on. Is that good? It's about good enough. Shrippy can judge me for it not being absolutely correct, but... great. Now everybody's going to call me Nostalgia Critic with robot arm. Alright, number one, I have a pre-made armature here, already preset with the, you know, inverse kinematics and hair and root bones and all that. So, here's what I'm going to start off with. I'm going to start by hitting the record button, because I actually want to record this. Like I said, pre-made armature. And I want to rig it to the body here. It's already still claiming it's parented, so hold on. Alt-P, clear parent. Don't want this to seem like it's already rigged, because as far as I can tell you, the only modifier is that there is a subdivision. The rig is completely unparented, unrigged. There is no vertex groups on this model. If I click the vertex data, no vertex groups. This is a completely fresh human form, and it is completely misaligned with the armature. So let me move the armature forward, get it more aligned. Let's see. I'm gonna apply location for, well, no, I best not. Let me move these both down so that they're right on the line, and then I'll apply location for both of them. That way everything is at the feet. Alright. Alright. So, usually you'll think, oh yeah, we're just gonna select the armature, select the mesh, or I'm sorry, select the mesh and select the armature, and then Control P automatic weights. And you'll get some pretty okay results with that. You'll get some okay results, but then again, you'll also get results like this, which you see the pinky is dragging the ring finger down, and you don't want that. That's also partially because I didn't align the bones correctly. So hold on. Let's go back and let's align the bones properly. So we're gonna move this back a bit, so that these are lined up. I forgot to enable mirror. Gotta click the little butterfly at the top to make it mirror. There we go. Doesn't seem to want to line up though. And that's mainly because something's wrong with this. So we can move these back, and then we want this to be in the correct position. Whenever you're moving a bone, you can just kind of look at the dotted lines, see where they're pointing, and just try and line it up right there. Nah, that does a pretty okay job, I'd say. Probably not perfect. But I don't look for perfection. I look for real. This bone is very off. I'm not happy with that. So I'm going to move that down. And everything else needs to move up. Just a slight. Just a smidge. Flossing. Good oral hygiene is... Hygiene? Hygiene is important. You don't want to look British, do you? Like me. I even have my terrible teeth on my own model. See, that's what makes me different from Nostalgia Critic. I have bad oral hygiene. Alright, these are pretty much okay. I'm gonna scale. You can line things up. What does Fortnite have to do with good hygiene? Absolutely nothing. In fact, Fortnite is very detrimental to your health because you could get gamer gunk disease. I'm not going to go any further. Very important you don't get gamer gunk disease, though. Don't get gamer gunk disease. Could lead to brain rot. And barfogenesis. No one wants barfogenesis, especially if you play a lot of VR. Anyways, found some mommy milkers. She's nice. Pray tell? What is the mommy milkers that you have found, and where can I get some? Speaking of which, I think I want to individualize these bones here, so I'm gonna set these to be left and right. TMI? No, there's never enough information. You gotta have all the information. Boob.L.001. And then we can just name these all the same, and it will actually increment up. That's a quick tip for you. If you number something as 001, it will automatically increment when you paste the same name again and again. So see, now this one's named the wrong name because I made a mistake. But see, now this one is going to be Boob R3. Yep, there we go. I probably won't be needing these particular bones. Don't worry, but this can be applicable to anything. So like if you want to number your fingers 0, 1, 2, 3, you can do finger.r.001. Except the way I do it, I do index, center, and distal. Index, proximal, center, and distal. And then you also want to do a metacarpal, because that actually helps with deformation, but we'll get into that later. All right. For now, so now the armature is prepared. So now what I want to do, I'm going to disable the inverse kinematics. Just turn the little eyeball off on these. Same with the legs. And turn off the inverse kinematics. And that should be good. I don't know what these other ones are. Oh, this is from the previous model, so we don't have. I recycled this from, so we don't need that. Gardevoir hands also work pretty differently, I believe. Well, in the future, you will have something with one or more parts that have a chain. Anyway, let's get to the stuff that you really came here for. So here's what I'm going to do. I have this preset armature. You may not have your inverse kinematics set up. I would recommend setting up the inverse kinematics ahead of time. Makes it a little easier, just a little bit. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to select, actually I'm going to unhide the head as well. I'm going to select all the IK objects and all these controllers and the eyes, especially the eyes. Don't forget the eyes. I'm in edit mode, by the way, not pose mode. And I'm also going to select the root bone. This is the root bone. Oh, I forgot to put the root bone on Basil. Someone remind me to do that later. And I'm just going to go G, Z, 40. Why was 40 not enough? G, Z, 200. Just make them as far away as possible from the main base rig. And you'll see now that all the special bones are gone. Because I've moved them 200 meters above the other model. No bones in butt. How will physics work? I will get to that in another stream, actually. I have a very special way of doing that. I think I showcased it with Valerie's model. So I'll have to do that because I actually want to do that for Carrie and Carly. So I'll showcase that. I mean, technically I could put bones there and then use that, and it's automatic rig, automatic weights for that, and then use those vertex groups. I'm not gonna bother. Don't care. Don't really care right now. Even these are probably gonna not be that great because they always seem to get stuck in the middle, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We're gonna now select the body. And now you'd think, okay, well now you do the parenting to automatic weights, right? Surely that's what you do. And then now it's all rigged. And sure, yeah, you could probably get away with that. You could probably get away with that. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. That doesn't look too bad. I mean, the hips are always going to look terrible, in my opinion, especially like that. So what I like to do is, this is not the best solution, but it's a very, very simple solution. We take the hips, the hip joints, we move them down to where the thighs are, to the bottom of the very top of the thighs, below the crotch, and then we do our rigging then, and then it will do that. I'm going to not do that yet because I want to showcase a very, very, very useful tool. Very useful way to get a really easy armature binding that gets all the tiny, tiny details like the fingers working correctly, and it just makes it so much easier. So I'm going to make a duplicate of this mesh. So I made a duplicate. We're going to name it Body Proxy, Proxie. I'm going to hide the original mesh, and now we have the proxy. All right, in order to get this differentiated, I'm going to make this red so that you don't get this confused with the other armature. So the base mesh is gray, the proxy is red. So this is the proxy. Shut up about hip bones. If you do two, you can do pseudo jiggle physics. No, I would rather use a cloth because the cloth does it way better. Technically, this is the hip bone. Technically, the pelvis is the hip bone, but it could probably be done better. I'm doing bare minimum. Yes, it does look horrifying. Stop. Okay, fine. I'll make it green. I'll make it blue. Avatar, see? See? We love Avatar. We love The Way of the Water, or wherever the movie was called. Okay. So, proxy's blue, body's red. So we're just going to focus on the proxy right now. So I'm going to go in the Modifiers tab. I'm going to apply the subdivision that I made. And then I'm going to go into Generate, Remesh. And now it's going to look all pixelated and shit. Don't worry. Don't panic. The Last Airbender. Oh. We love Smurfs. That's what we like. We like Smurfs. Me sleep now. Okay. I hope you have pleasant dreams, Shrippy, about blue polygon people. So I'm going to change the voxel size so that these little squares are a little bit more not stupid looking. Also so that the fingers don't look like paddles. Don't look like Pokemon hands. Let's increase that more. There we go. That's nice and detailed. Heavily, heavily, heavily meshed. So if I go into wireframe, you'll see that this is extremely dense mesh. Obviously, we would never want to use this as the main body because it looks very bad. Remesh is always bad, but we're not going to keep the remesh. That's the thing. So we apply the remesh. Remember, this is the proxy. regular body is here, proxy is there. This is not the final mesh that we are going to use. All right. Okay, we select the, select the body, select the armature, select date, all, Control P, automatic weights, and it's going to take longer to process this than with the regular mesh, and you'll notice that. And if you have a lower end computer, it's going to take a little while, so get some tea. But it's worth it. It's very, very worth it. And you'll see why. One last thing, saying you like Smurfs sounds like a slang for something terrible. Oh, yeah, you're probably right. Remesh is making your PC suffer already. I don't care. It won't matter. Maybe don't remesh as much as I did. Or what I would probably actually recommend that you do is maybe not use as many subdivisions as I did. Oh my god, this is actually taking longer than I was expecting. Let's play some music while we wait. Oh look, I'm having an encoding overload. Hold on. Let me stop the recording. Wonder what that recording is going to look like. Let's see. Let's take a look at what the CPU is doing. Not the CPU, the GPU. NV top. Well, it's using some of it. I like how I can process AI, but I can't use the remesh modifier. That was a bad idea. Maybe I shouldn't have made the remesh so big. All right. Well, I guess we'll wait. Blender, don't die on me! Don't die on me! Lol, YouTube deleted for some reason. I was saying, watch the Netflix avatar. I should, but I don't have Netflix. Check CPU. Yeah. We use GUIs for checking CPU. Look, guys. 1.8 gigabytes of memory. And 5% GPU. Why is it only using 5%? Why is VNyan using 5%? Alright. That's weird. Yeah, this is definitely using the most memory. So, yeah, maybe don't remesh that much. Boy, this is taking longer than I was expecting. Usually it's like 5 seconds and then it does it. Or like even a minute. I may have made a mistake. So I am going to now open Liza and put on some music. I don't worry about this getting in the recording because I have multiple thingies. Wow, this is taking so long. I think Blender isn't doing anything. A silent crash. No, it's not a silent crash. It's a silent victory. But just in case, I'm going to force quit Blender. That's the thing with remesh. You always have to, like, double check what you're doing. Let me go ahead and I'm going to go... Here's a tip for if you ever crash on Blender. If you go to /tmp, enter. Usually there's a backup of Blender here. A Blender backup. Back Blender. Like this. But I don't think this is it. No, this is Basil. Okay. The other thing is that you can also check this .blend1, but it doesn't seem to want to open in Blender. Open with other application. Blender 4.2. See if that works. How far back is this? This might be a little too far back. Actually, yeah, this is extremely far back. Fuck! You just cursed on the video. Okay, I'm gonna have to... Actually, let's see. How far did I get on the base file? Did it even save on the base file? Can't even see chat. I'm trying to find my playlists. Royalty free. I guess it was a silent crash. I don't really know. Looks like we're screwed because I have to go start all the way over. Okay, who's ready to watch me fumble again? Alright, we're going to speed run this because I have to do that. Snap to symmetry. Move these in. About there. At least now I can actually properly move these arms. Oh, that actually worked. Huh, no more fumble. Okay, where was I? I don't like where the elbows are. And I don't like how long they are. So I'm going to do that. Move them in. She's the beefy gal, so I do want her arms to be wide. Okay. Starting over. Just like what we did before. Select all the bones that don't need to be given any special attention. Or the bones that we want the mesh to ignore. Come on, select the whole thing. What the hell is that? What happened to this hand bone? What the hell? Alright, now I gotta do that again. I don't know why that's like that. Why is it all the way over there? I didn't move. Okay. It's getting a little frustrating, and I love when things get frustrating. Oh, I love being frustrated. I think Blender is... Oh, wait. You already said that. Why am I... Did the chat freeze? No, good. Okay, let's do this already. No. Okay, I'm not going to bother with the boobs, because I think I can do something better with those. Even though I already did them in the last file. Okay, here's another thing that you should always do. Save, save, save. And I forgot to disable inverse kinematics again. And I forgot to move this one. There we go. Okay. Always make sure to disable your inverse kinematics. Because this is not a pretty look. Alright. I'm going to ignore the boobs. Because I don't care. Alright. Let's get on with this. So, I do want this to be cleared of its parenting. Alright, we're ready. So, once again, duplicating mesh. Body proxy. Prixie. Body proxy. Okay, don't do what I did. Don't subdivide at 2 because that's too much. Let's make sure we know which one is which. Once again, we know that this is our Smurf. We love Smurfs. Remember. We don't like blood people, we like Smurfs. Alright, subdivision. Remesh. And what I'm going to do instead of 0.001... Actually, is this scale applied? It is not applied. Okay, that will save me some grief. 0.2? No, the other way. 0.05. 0.04. 0.03. Just keep going down just before the fingers start reconnecting. Actually, I'm doing this the wrong way. 0.07. 0.06. 0.05. I guess 0.05 is the best we can do. Alright, save, save, save. Something I love is this little button right here. You see that? That's a little plus sign. Click it and it saves an iteration. That's not the Smurf color, that's Patty the Platypus. Alright. Now we're gonna apply the the remesh. So obviously don't make it too big. This should be fine. There's a little bit of weirdness going on here, but I don't really give a damn about that. So yeah, make sure you save before you do this. That's what this little plus button's for. You save an iteration so that it adds a number to the name of the file. So now, let's apply this and pray to God that the thing doesn't destroy itself. There we go. Now we'll try apply automatic weights. And I think it just froze again. At least we saved this time. Maybe it might be a good idea to do decimate. Just saying, this doesn't always happen to me. This very rarely happens. Where it just gets stuck. I've never actually had this happen to me. I don't know why it's not working this time. It might also be because I'm also recording and also running a VTuber and a PNG tuber.
Hello.
And all that, so that could be the other reason why this is taking for fucking ever. I'm gonna close it again and we'll reopen it. And I'll just reduce the I'll just reduce it. Reduce it to 7. .5. This is actually very, very, very... What? 6.5? Oh, 6.5. 6.5.1. 6.5. 6.4. 6.3. 6.2? Good enough. Good enough. This should not be that bad. I don't know why it's taking so long to rig this. Wonder if it also has anything to do with this being way too high up. So let's negative 200. 20 or maybe 50. Usually I do it like 20, but sometimes the scale of the object can be a little different. Let's apply the scale for the Blender regrets. Yeah. Okay, let's see if this works. Apply automatic weights. I don't know why it's taking so long. Usually it just takes like a couple of minutes and then it's done. This is not a dense enough mesh for this to freak out like that. Wonder if I have anything stuck on the mesh that isn't supposed to be there. I don't think so. I don't know why it's not working. Usually it works. I guess what I could also do is try decimate. Oh, wait, what happened? Did it work? It worked. It actually worked this time, finally. Alright, for those of us with low-end PCs, which I hate to be you, this will probably take twice as long. But now it's working well, and you can see it does way better than the regular rigging. And the fingers are really good. Hopefully it will be as good when I transfer it. So now we want to take our original torso and we want to select the proxy. So the proxy is yellow and the torso is orange. So now we do mesh data, transfer mesh data, vertex groups. We set that to vertex groups, nearest face interpolation, all layers. And now we can probably delete the proxy, but let's double check. All the vertex groups should now be on the torso. So I'm going to save an iteration. And I'm going to delete this proxy. And now, if we check the fingers this time... Oh, wait. First, we actually have to set the armature to this. So, first of all, deform armature. And select the armature. And now it will deform the object. So now, we have pretty much perfect finger movement. Little bit of drag on this one, but I don't think the average person would even notice that. I have to fix that. That's mainly because of that one little pip that was on the other remesh. That won't happen normally if I was freaking not recording right now and streaming at the same time. Let's see if it happened on the other hand. A little bit. Not as noticeable. You can fix that with weight paints. I'm not going to do that. I don't care enough. So now it is fully rigged and has perfect deformation. One thing I like to do before I move on is go to weight paint, select the whole body if you have that enabled. Go to weights, smooth, all groups, iterations, and some random number. I usually go like 3 iterations. Don't go really, really high because then you'll like get really bendy looking knees, which in fact we can check. Now it's a lot better. They're a little bendy. They're a little bendy. I have no idea how that happened. What the hell? That's weird. I didn't do that. Did I? I have no idea how that happened. Yeah, see, it was normal. Okay. Don't fuck up when you use the weight paint tool. Don't touch it. I'm gonna actually select this so that it. So, select all, weights, smooth, all groups, and I'm gonna only do maybe 1 iteration. I don't know why that freaked out. Why is that freaking out? I've never seen that before in my life. I imagine this would not happen with a normal model, but I don't know why it's happening now. Alright, fuck the smoothing then. Never mind. That's not supposed to happen. I've never seen that before. I don't know why that's doing that. I just noticed that the hand bone is not labeled hand. That could be part of it. We'll see. Hey, look. My cousin sent a meme. Hope he doesn't send a bunch more, or else we're going to have to do a meme review. Alright. Now we can move these back down. So, how many did we move them? 50? And now, we can re-enable our inverse kinematics. I'm going to edit this so that all the mistakes are out when I actually make the video. But I will point them out. Usually I don't have these mistakes, but mainly because this is like a really quickly whipped up armature that I made during last 4th of July, so... Sue me. Anyway, there we go. Perfectly rigged. You'll probably have better luck with a Gardevoir model that isn't like... What? What's the statistics on this model? On a Gardevoir model that has less than 6,000 tries. So, yeah. If I were you, I would get the Saturday 06 add-on so that you have the VRM humanoid armature. So you can just use that and then just, you know, align your body parts as you see fit. And then you can also make it compatible with VRM, so that's perfect. So yeah, there we go. That's how you, that's mostly how you do my little cheat with the remesh when it works. Yeah. You'll probably be able to just get away with it using the automatic weights, but I do highly recommend it, at least for fine detail hands like that. I really wish it did work better with that, but I don't want to make people wait. It probably would have eventually did it on the higher settings, but eh. So now, yeah, there we go. We got this character. About 1,600 without the head so far. Yeah, that's probably going to work better for you when it comes to rigging and the remesh. If I were you, actually, don't even bother with when you make the proxy. When you make the proxy, don't even bother with applying the subdivision. Just delete the subdivision and do a remesh. It should work, maybe. I've only done it once, and I recall it not working as well as I would hope. So, yeah. Results may vary. Yeah. Botte. Alright, so I guess I'm just gonna end the recording here. What do you want to do now? I kind of want to work on this model a bit, but I don't know if I want to actually spend the time right now. Guess first of all, make the mouth. And no grid fill. That's an easy way to make a mouth. But it seems like something's gone wrong here. What the heck is that? What the heck is this? How did this happen? Oh, I guess that happened when I brought in the new head, I guess. What the heck is going on here? I actually can't see what's going on. Alright, let's undo. Ah! What'd I do? Merge by distance. Merge by distance. I have no idea where these flaps came from. Just remove them, I guess. This isn't even supposed to be like that. This is supposed to be one line. Alright, that fixed it, I guess. The head was so much pain to work on, I gotta do it again, lol. Here's my suggestion. When you're doing a head, I'm gonna move this back. I always start like this. Actually, I shouldn't have moved that back without the armature. Oh, wait. The other thing you have to do is you have to actually parent it to the armature as an object so that it can move in unison with the armature. So here's how I usually make heads. Pretend this is actually just an image and not a 3D model. So I'm gonna add a cube. I'm gonna gonna move it in the middle of where the head drawing, we're pretending this is a drawing, a reference image. I'm gonna merge it center And now we only have one single vertex. I'm going to add a modifier. And I'm going to go to Generate. Mirror. And I'm just going to start extruding this. And then I'm going to enable clipping. And so now what I'm going to do is just block out a head like this. See what I'm doing here? Blocking out a head. Obviously, this is a very low poly head. It's going to start out low poly, excuse me. And now we start doing it this way. So let's say we are now looking at our other side of the head image. So here's what I'll do. I'll use proportional editing, move the chin, something like that. Something like this. So that there is a line going up the head like that. Now I'm going to start blocking out this side. I'm going to start blocking out this side. Then you'll have moments like this where you need to connect the edge to a tip. So you just do F and that fills it in. The head itself is easy. The eyes and the mouth are very weird. Yeah. Well, we're getting to. I'm getting to that. So now we have our partially built out head framework. So now we get to the eyes, and so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this center part of the nose. Actually, I'm gonna disable clipping just for a second so that we can take a vertex and pull it out. And now we have this vertex. I'm gonna just extrude. We're just gonna make a framework for the eye socket. Just a test. This is a basic framework, so you'll see they're now like right in front, and then we won't always have a top for our model check, but you just select that, rotate 45 degrees, maybe rotate it a little bit back, and then move it in. There we go. And then we have our eye sockets. And then what we do is, while we're filling in together, we just start bridging gaps. So, obviously we'll have more geometry, but what you do is you just start doing this, and this, and maybe that. Obviously you'll have your mouth there as well, so what you'll do is you'll use the rip tool and rip out this part, and then disable clipping again, extrude out, re-enable clipping, merge at center, and there you go, you got a free mouth. And then you just start blocking it out. What I recommend is that you subdivide right here, and then you start drawing circles around the you start drawing circles around the mouth, like this, I guess. Why is that happening? Merge at last. You just start drawing circles around it, and then what you can do is have it, obviously you don't want your mouth to be like 2 triangles. Obviously you want it to be a little bit more than just 2 triangles. Vertices. You don't want them to be 2 triangles. You want them to at least be 4 rectangles. And then you just do this, hopefully with more detail. This is just an example. Obviously, you do like more rounded stuff. You get what I mean? But yeah, it's always the freaking body holes that you want to deal with. So, and make sure that you have this kind of framework kind of thing around them. Actually, what you can probably do is select all of this. Ignore that when it does that. Just do a grid fill. No? It doesn't let you do that. Okay, never mind. What the hell? Oh, I didn't know you could do that. That's cool. I didn't know you could do that. Wait, seriously? I don't actually know what I did. That was weird, though. Alright, but yeah, you're essentially just doing that. Obviously, you want to correct this stuff, and it takes a lot of practice to get that right. Why isn't this letting me select this edge? When you ever, and then you'll be like doing this for a while, you'll occasionally see like, oh yeah, this isn't enough. Well, here, we'll just put a subdivision in there, and then we can like work with that. Because the nose is supposed to be out, not in. This is a very bad example, but my noses are always terrible, so forgive me. Super effects boss, yeah. What's that character's name from Star Fox? Alderaan? No, that's the planet from Star Wars. Andor? No, that's the character from Star Wars. Andros, yeah. And then he became a monkey in the next game. He went from Polygon Man to monkey. He returned to monkey. Oh my god, he returned to monkey. Guys, Andros returned to monkey. Before anyone else did. I should play Firefox. Star Fox. That would be fun. Can we do that? Can we do that just as the next gaming stream? No, he always was. Yeah, right. Alright. Hold on. You have to prove me wrong here. Andros. Star Fox. SNES. Are you telling me that this is a monkey? Jim, are you seriously telling me that this is a monkey? I will eat the hat atop my head, including the goggles, if that's a monkey. Yeah, Star Fox 2, then Star Fox 64. He didn't become a monkey till after Star Fox 64. Or at least not until Star Fox 2. Because this is not a monkey. This is the Andros I think of when I think monkey. But that is not what I think of monkey. If that's a monkey, then I'm a pajama. The cube with a face before he turns into a giant head. What? I don't know enough about the fucking lore of Star Fox. But this is not a monkey. This is more monkey than the fucking cube face. Is this what it's supposed to be? A big metal thing? Maybe I do need to play Star Fox on one of these game nights. Here. Look, guys, it's Andros. Guys, it's Andros himself. Search Sea Dog. You might recognize him. Alright, alright. I'll search Sea Dog. That's why we're doing this. Sea Dog. Vaguely? Let's search images. Oh, Mr. Beast? Wow, Brave does not have a lot to search for that. Maybe Sea Dog VA. Yeah, I recognize him now. Yeah, I'm not really good with faces, I'll be honest. I'm more better with voices. Is this what you're talking about? Is this relevant? What the hell? Man, I wish I could have my face broadcast to a monitor in front of a live audience. That's some real pandering right there. When you can just be a face on a monitor wherever you go. I am machine. Yep. Yeah, okay. I still don't know who he is. I'm sorry. I know his voice is his name is very familiar, and I swear to God, I've at least seen one of his videos and have at least subscribed to his channel. In fact, I'll even take a look at his channel, and I guarantee you I'm subscribed. I am not subscribed, but then again, oh my God, I am not subscribed. What the fuck? Okay. I should be. I know I've seen some of his videos before. I know I have. I guess I just never subscribed. Okay, his face is very punchable. Jim? You're probably right. I like how he does have a anime-ified persona here, and yet does not choose to be a VTuber, because despite the fact that he's clearly a voice actor. That guy looks familiar. That's definitely not Sea Dog. Alright. Interesting. Yeah, see, he's got his own freaking anime style persona, but he doesn't use it as a VTuber? Okay. Okay, then. Maybe he just didn't want to pay for it. I don't blame him. Why do you think I learned how to do this shit? You might have seen one of his crane game video. Probably, but I feel like I've seen something a little bit more grounded than a crane game video. A little bit more interesting than a crane game video, I do believe. I do like coin-op games, but I don't like them that much. More of a Galaga kind of person. But more of a Galaga kind of guy. Can you put me to the Galaga? I wish to play the Galaga. Can you put me to the Super Mario Bros. Or the regular Mario Bros. I don't want to play the Super Mario Bros. I want to play the regular Mario Bros. I brought my friend, and he wants to play the Mario Bros. Can you point me to the Mario Bros? How about the Donkey Kong? Can you point me to the Donkey Kong? I want to play some Pac-Man. Some Puck-Man. Some Fuck-Man. Aren't you glad that they called him Pac-Man instead of Puck-Man? Want to play some Fuck-Man, huh? You know what? I did look in MAME. Hold on, let me see if I still have MAME still installed. But I swear to God, there's a ROM hack of Pac-Man. MAME. I swear to God, there's a ROM hack of the original Pac-Man arcade game that is actually called Fuck-Man. No, I guess not. Maybe I was wrong. Pokemon? What? Pac-Man? Puck-Man? Okay, I guess there isn't a fuck man. There was something weird that I remember there. It was like a curse word. Maybe you've heard of his huge charity streams and and for the immunocompromised foundation. Maybe it's more likely some sort of artist stream like that one that I pointed out, but I don't know. He seems cool. 10 out of 10. Would collab with if I was at all popular. All right. Trying to think of how I want this model because I have an idea in my head, and I have a drawing of it, but I'm not going to use that drawing because I want to iterate on it more. But I don't know where else to take it. I guess you know, for the basics tonight, because I don't want to get all in. I guess what I could do is at the very least get the eyes in there. Does this still have its goddamn keyframes? I don't know why this always has keyframes. Here we go. Actually, undo that. I kind of want to play Zombie Riot, but the fuck server. Oh, TF2 server. I thought that was a question mark because the heart's in the way again. Can take over an hour. Jim, I know you were playing TF2 today and you were supposed to be here to moderate the stream, but there you were playing Team Fortress 2 without me. How could you? I also like this pre-made eye thing because it has the redness, the highness. I'm gonna squish this down so that it doesn't clip out of the cheek. It tends to do that a lot on certain models. I'm sorry, Zombie Riot is fun. I mean, I'm not gonna deny you your Zombie Riot, but I will deny you your Zombie Riot during my streams. Because I'm just that evil. I'm an evil guy. I'm so evil, aren't I? Aren't I the most evilest of the people on the planet? To deny you your Zombie Riot? Thinking of Pack-a-Punch starter weapon. Why? So that you can punch me? For being so evil? Because I'm just such an evil guy. I'm just such an evil guy. I'm so evil. So mean. Such a mean guy. You should shut up. That's what you should do. Just realized she don't got ears. Let me add ears. I think I did showcase how I set up ears on these models at one point. Actually gonna make it smaller. She got small ears. No, it's like direct upgrade. You've never played COD Zombies. I've never played Call of Duty. I have forsaken gamerkind, for I have not played the duty caller. I have not dutied my call. And I have not called my duty. JJ, I told you, you're in trouble now. Why? Because I didn't duty my call? Because I didn't call my duty? Duty call duty duty? Or is this because of ear fetish? I can't afford Call of Duty. And it sounds like it's a very toxic game, but then again I do play TF2, so this shouldn't be surprising to me. Black Ops 2 was great, and it was downhill from there. Alright. riddle me this. How well does the Xbox 360 emulator work nowadays? You know, Xenia? I'll play it on Xenia. I should have applied the mirror first. Apply all modifiers, then join. Alright, I'm gonna have to just set these as head, I guess. Which I can do that easy. I think that'll work. Let me see. Check your pings on Ren server. Why? Is it because I said I'll take over for him? Explain? Oh, crap. What kind of uncultured artists are you hiring? No! Fuck! I'll learn it. I'll learn about him. Xenia, like, no, do not talk about that horrific creature. No, I'm talking specifically about the Xbox 360 emulator. That's the thing that people like, you know, to talk about when it... That's the version of Call of Duty everybody talks about, right? Xbox Call of Duty. Right? That's the thing. I feel like it would be wrong if I didn't play it on an Xbox emulator. Or at the very least an original Xbox, but there's no way I'm affording that in a million years. Or not original Xbox, an actual hardware Xbox, I mean. Oh god, I gotta do this for both ears. Oh, what a pain. What time is it? 11:03. It's not quite late enough for me to call it a night, especially now that I have to have some voice actor related research to do. Oh, I can't see what I'm doing. Oh god. What did I do? I screwed this up. I really screwed that up. Why did that... Why not delete it in half and... Because I already rigged it! Jim, I just did a whole video of me rigging it. Did you, like, forget? Did you forget that 50% of the stream was me rigging the model? Oh god, why is it... If you name the bones properly, I am not doing that. I am not risking that because that never seems to work well for me. I would rather lick a dog turd than risk doing that. Because it never seems to work out well. I'd rather lick the bottom of a kangaroo's shoe than be an Australian. Oh fuck, it's too late. I think I did this wrong. Yeah, I think I took too many parts out. IL and IR seem to disagree. L. You know what L stands for? Loser. And only losers use the mirror modifier. Because... Actually, no. Winners use the mirror modifier. Because they plan ahead and rig after they've attached ears to the model. So, in a sense, I am a loser. Deal with it. I'm gonna be a loser and I'm gonna stitch my ears on one vertex at a time. I'm also going to be a loser and not know who... seemingly the only person who doesn't know who Sea Dog is. I don't know how he slipped under my radar. He seems very important. And I don't know why I don't know who he is. This is all Sega's fault for mentioning Calliope. I'm gonna beat his head in for this. You know, using mirror modifier copies mesh and Jim, I do not care. I am not going to risk it. I would rather do one vertex at a time than realize that I screwed up. Because I remember doing this before, and I rigged it, and then I tried to unmirror, or tried to apply the mirror, and then guess what happened? Oh, the whole thing just fell apart? Yeah, it did. No thank you. No thank you. Just listen to the Mario music, and let me be lazy. While also not be lazy. You can prove me long... Prove me wrong later. I guess I'm just gonna binge watch Sea Dog's whole channel. That's what I'll do. No more Vine Sauce Vinny for you, JJ. It's Sea Dog from here on out. What did I just screw up? You can prove me long. No. How can you not know about Monkey? Do you even watch the Trash Taste Boys? What? I asked him on stream. Apparently not. Blocked, unsubscribe, reported this is unacceptable. You gotta watch Monkey, the Mega Lad, and Grant. No more Vine... Hold on. I don't know if Ren's gonna understand my sarcasm. Jim, if you don't know what's going on, go and check Ren's server. I don't know where that is. Oh, Jim. I didn't invite you just to lick your toes there. There. Now the ears are attached, and I don't have to worry about them disconnecting. All good. You can prove me wrong. Oh, God. I already read that, and I just read it again. Stop making me read it, Jim. It's not funny. It's hilarious, but stop it. Stop it anyway. There are children somewhere in the world, and they'll see this, and they'll think, what does that mean? And then they're tainted forever, because they'll ask their parents what it means, and... This is not a pair of teeth. What the hell? I know where it is. Well, I don't ever see you online there, and I'm online there a lot because... I don't know. I like Ren. He's cool. I like his streams. They're funny. And then they get boring, but then they get funny. Because he says something clippable. And you know what? That may sound like an insult, but let's be honest. I'm boring too sometimes. I mean, look what I'm doing right now. Not knowing what Sea Dog is. I know Iron Mouse, Ash. I know Iron Mouse. I just don't know the rest of them. So much for my plans of watching Vinesauce Vinny play EXE Mario games. That's not as that's clearly not cultured enough. Clearly not cultured. What's wrong with you? Don't you know that you have to subscribe to Mad Lad and Grant and the Monkey and what else ever? It is, as it has always been, your birthright. What's going on? Alright, fine. You know what I'm gonna do is on stream. I'm gonna show myself subscribing to each of these seemingly VTuber important characters, despite the fact that they don't seem to actually even be VTubers. I'm not actually gonna show my feed. That's probably not a good idea. Alright, Monkey. This is Monkey? Monkey Bonbon? I think this is the wrong monkey. We'll skip that one for now. The Manga Lad. What? Josh the Manga Lad? I believe that's what he was. I discuss thighs. Clearly this is the correct person. Sea Dog is Monkey. Oh, then why is his name Monkey? It should be Dog. I think there's a discrepancy here. No, it's not him. Then I don't know. Okay, fine. We'll look again. Hey, look, Beta. Oh. Alright. Joey the Mad Lad. Is that him? The anime man is the manga lad. Then why is he not called the anime man? Once again, there is a discrepancy here. At least he's partially Australian. That makes everything better. What is it? Grant? There's a lot of Grants on YouTube, just saying. Such as that thumbnail. What the hell? That's just some broad. Ouch. These are all inside jokes. I'm clearly very much not inside. I'm very much outside. Have you seen my avatar? I am on the complete outside. I am just outside. I'm outside. What's Grant's actual like username? Or is it actually Grant? Anime. There. Grant Anime. Wait, did I misspell Grant? Is it Garnt? No. Garnt? No, that can't be it. That can't be it. There's some there's Muda. I know Muda. Wait, Garnt? Really? Garrett is him.
You know I work for the BBC. Hey guys!
And he worked for the BBC. Holy shit. Oh crap, I just popped out the video. Okay. I believe it. And now the Trash Taste podcast. What? Okay, fine. Trash Taste podcast. I literally just went way too far. Trash Taste. Okay, there we go. Question, do any of these people have anything to do with Linux abroad in Japan? Oh my god, you are abroad in Japan. I actually would like to see this. I like Japan. Please tell me there's a abroad in South Korea as well. Why I hate Japanese TV? Oh, this is going straight in the save to watch later. This is going straight in there. Pre-palm? Oh, that has nothing to do with Japan. Japan's tiniest car? Ooh. Come on, give me some tech stuff. Owning a sushi restaurant in Japan. Oh, God. I'm going down the rabbit hole, boys. Fried chicken mount. What? Pimp my bike retro Japan style? This is cool. Oh god, I'm going down the rabbit hole. I'm done. I'm in the rabbit hole. There's no coming out. I'm trapped in the rabbit hole. Help. Lower. That's Iron Mouse right there. What? Where? That? I don't think that's Iron Mouse. This is Iron Mouse? Are you telling me that Iron Mouse is a guy? No. No. You're full of shit. You're full of shit. No way. See, I've subscribed to Iron Mouse. This looks relevant. Another inside joke. Is it the joke that they're like the same person, but they're not really? This is nuts. Man, I'm starting to feel like Sea Dog and Iron Mouse are probably dating. Are they? Oh man, why can't I have a VTuber girlfriend? Oh well. Guess I'll just have to settle for Jim. No, don't go there, lol. It's too late. I've already been there. They're not. Then why did he take her to an aquarium? Only people who love each other go to places like an aquarium. Because fish love. Yeah, that logic makes sense. Fish love. Eat a fish, it goes straight to your heart. That's a fact. That's a scientific fact. Here's another scientific fact. Your liver will grow back if you remove it. True fact. True fact. You're welcome to prove me wrong. Iron Mouse can't go by herself. Well, yeah, because she's a non-corporeal being that needs to be on a monitor the whole time. Oh my god, is she actually on a monitor the whole time? Or did they go, like, in VR chat? I feel like VR chat would be a cop-out. There's no way they just did VR chat. That would have been way too much of a cop-out. That would have been a really shitty cop-out. Oh, this is almost perfect. Usually I need to do some of this, which I will do right here. And then that kind of narrows it out without having to actually narrow it. There we go. Perfect. think she has... I don't know. Should she have blue eyes? I think she should have blue eyes. This is the wrong thing. I want to be on pupil. This is how I usually do eyes. I just have them in a color ramp. Ransan says that he only likes 2 of those people, and he's like the most weeb person I know on Ren's server. I feel like I've been lied to. There. Alright, there we go. Ah! She can't leave because of her condition. What condition is that? I'm actually curious. I guess maybe I don't know as much about Iron Mouse as I do. As I thought I did. Is she... Does she actually have a physical condition where she has to be a VTuber? That would be interesting. If that was not completely bullshit sounding. In my mind. Let's make a little flesh person. There we go, little flesh person. Little flesh person made of flesh. Actually, that's weird. Everything is actually perfect except for the head. It can be better though, so I might actually work on that. I missed a couple lines. All right, it's almost 11:30, so smart UV project. This is the UV editor. Obviously, this will not be the final UV, but there, we've made a little clone flesh person. Always the perfect start to a horrifying beginning. You know what it reminds me of? That episode of Doctor Who where there was like goo people. That describes a lot of Doctor Who episodes. I don't know why that's like CVID, immunocompromised lung problem, needs a lot of plasma. That's where the charity event I talked about comes in. Oh. Yeah, I figured CVID was not COVID. Actually, I'm going to look this up. What is CVID? I'm now interested. I'm now very interested. CVID. Common variable immunodeficiency. Yeah, I got that. What does it mean? Immune disorder, recurrent infections and low antibody levels, specifically in immunoglobulin. Oh, okay, I get it. So she has a very sensitive deficient immune system. I mean, immunodeficient immune. But I was wondering how and why. No antibodies. Man, that's gotta suck. Oh, that's gotta suck. You know what would be the absolute worst gift to give her? One of these. Where is my favorite one? Where is it? There's coronavirus, but that's not my favorite one. I like the viruses. disease. Give her some... Actually, what did it say? Pneumonia was a common one? I think I spelled that right. There we go. Give her some streptococcus pneumonia. That would be the worst gift you can give to a germaphobe. Here, how you doing? Here, I got you some pneumonia. You don't like that? Well, how about some measles? What, you don't want measles? You can tell I really enjoy these, and I used to collect these as a kid. I would go to like science museums just to go to the stupid gift shop and find these. I didn't know they had mental health. What is this? Bipolar? What? What are these? I wouldn't say bipolar is something that you should call neurodiverse. Morbilvirus? What? Morbilvirus? Where'd you see that? Morbilvirus. Oh, that's the name. That's the scientific name for measles. I didn't even realize that. I know someone who would definitely deserve this stupid thing. Okay, it's just their brain plush, but they changed the colors. Sometimes we all just need a little bit more dopamine. This is what floods your brain when you coom. It looks like a chicken nugget. It looks like a chicken nugget. I didn't know they come in like pill things now. That's cool. I have this one. I don't know where it is. It's probably buried under my bed or something like that, but... Oh, Parkinson's disease. Team Fox. Michael J. Fox. I have this one. This is a brain cell. I like this one. Look, we went from modeling a chicken blender to now, like, looking at giant microbes. I like this. I like this site. If I was a millionaire, I would buy every single one of their giant microbes. Every single one of them. Anyway. That's interesting. Alright, I'm getting tired, so I'm going to call a night, and then I guess I'm just going to watch a bunch of Japan Abroad, I guess. Since I saved way too many of those videos. So, yeah. I hope everybody enjoyed that stream. I also have one of those. Probably the one remaining in my head. Oh, yeah. Noodle. Okay. I'm going to get off now. And maybe you might want to get some more of those brain cells in your head, man. No more beer. Alright. Let's go here. There we go. Hope that stream was enjoyable. Not a lot of people were on, but that's fine. I don't really give a bloody damn. But, yeah. I hope you learned something, Ash. And I'll try to condense that into a video when I feel like it. Anyway, have a good night.
Goodbye.
Don't scare me like that, Carly.